All right, guys, we're back with another week of CFO programming, okay? So we've got our warm-up today starting with 3 rounds, 30 seconds on each movement. In place, Sampson lunges. All right, so if Besky gets to the ground, he's gonna stay nice and tense. All right, he's not gonna relax on the bottom, he's gonna stay tight, and he's gonna reach through his elbow. A lot of people miss that elbow reach. That's a big part to the stretch and keeping the abs tight. Next one, we're gonna move through pausing air squats for 30 seconds. So 30 seconds to Sampson, and then we go 30 seconds, pause, and stand. You can pause for 1, 2, stand. This pause just allows us to feel our weight distribution and then just kind of sink deeper and deeper and hold our tension through our range of motion, okay? So three sets through 30 seconds on each movement. And then we're gonna get our trusty old coffee table, box, whatever we've got, and we're gonna do 60 seconds per side on our elevated pigeon stretch. Okay, you can do this on a couch, wherever you can, and the elevation just helps us get a little bit more depth. Okay, so we want that shin to be in contact with the table or the couch or whatever you're using. So we want full contact with the shin. We don't want the knee to be off. If this hurts your knee, you can stop. Okay, and you can lie on the floor in a modified pigeon. All right, I'm gonna get Besky to show you this one. So lying on the floor, on your back. Hooking your heel on your knee, and then pushing your knee out. So pushing the opposite knee, yeah. Okay, so pushing that opposite knee if we can. Obviously, if we feel any knee pain, we can stop. Okay, but if you're feeling knee pain, odds are you do have pretty tight glutes and you won't need to push, and that's your stretch for today. Okay, guys. All right, so the specific part of our warm up here, we're going to do an EMOM 6 minutes, alternating minutes. On the odd, that first minute, we're going to do bent over trap 3 raise, 5 reps. You're going to see Besky in a bent over position. Make sure the knees are slightly bent and the hips are drawing back in kind of a deadlift position. And we're going to squeeze our lats and our scaps and pull with our trap at the top. We can add a little bit of a brief pause at the top too. 5 reps there, okay? Then we're gonna go 5 elevated glute bridges, all right? And we're gonna drive the hips up, and the goal here is try to draw a straight line from the knee to the shoulders. This is a little high, so if you have a couch, most couch heights are perfect. The higher you go, the harder this will be. This will really target your hamstrings, okay? So 5 and 5, very low reps, so add those pauses and get positionally sound. And then on the next minute, we're going to 20 seconds on one leg and then 20 seconds on the other leg of pistol work, okay? So we're just gonna show you one of the scales here. You guys are getting those sheets emailed to you, so you'll have a whole list of options. But we're going, so that's Besky doing a pistol to a target. Your target can be anywhere. You can do a lower target if you have more range. You can do a higher target if this is a tough movement for you, for some unilateral leg work, okay? So Besky was there, he was going down, relaxing, and then kind of coming back up. That's how you can start. But what we'd like to get to, and then how we know we can go further, is if we can stay on tension the whole time and touch and go. So Besky's going to drive this up, butt back, tap and go, not relaxing at all. Good. You can see the movement's a little bit quicker, but he has the same amount of control. Okay, so don't go too quick outside of your control. All right, guys. All right, guys. We're here with part A today. We're back to our squat cycle. This is the first part of our squat cycle for our next power endurance phase. So we came off a deload week. We're just building up and progressing. Today's squat cycle has 60 total reps in the back squat at 60%. So what we're doing is we're doing 10 sets of 6 reps at 60% with a 90-second rest in between. 90 seconds is not a lot, but 60% shouldn't be too much weight. So I'm gonna have Besky rep out a couple here, and we're gonna show you what we're looking for on this on this particular piece. So notice Besky's tempo. Okay, there's 4 parts to a tempo: the way down, the bottom, the way up, and the top. Okay, that makes up an entire reps tempo. And we want to focus on our rep tempo today. And you can see the nature of our tempo is fast. We want speed. That doesn't mean we don't control our movement. Okay, we're very controlled on the way down. Let's do a couple more, Besky. And we're driving up with speed hard. But it's faster on the way down than it would be if it were upwards of 80%. Okay, that's good there. So the biggest thing though, after we note our tempo, okay, our consistent, speedy tempo, the biggest thing is that on rep 1, we want that to be emulated in round 10. We want there to be no discrepancy between the 2 sets. So that means we're maintaining our rep tempo throughout all 10 sets. That's going to be tough, and that's the tough part today. Keep that power output high, guys. All right, today's METCON, we've got Besky on our trusty rower here. Okay, so we start with a row today, 90 seconds max calories on the rower. Do the sound effect. There we go. We've got that up there for 10. All right, so 90 seconds there, and then we go 60 seconds on a dumbbell hang clean and jerk. Look at that. Cool. So 60 seconds, I would try to alternate every so often. Maybe alternate at the 30-second mark. And then we've got an odd object carry for max distance. Just like, you guys should see how heavy that is, and Besky just made it look like a peanut. Okay, so we're going max distance. I wouldn't recommend doing circles. I would try to map out some distance. But if you only have a small space like we do, it's not going to be conducive. So you'll see on our partial equipment versions that we're doing an odd object squat. All right. So those are the 3 movements. We've got 3 rounds of 90 seconds on the rower, 60 seconds on the dumbbell hang clean and jerk. Maybe we're to try to alternate, and then 30 seconds, on the odd object. So we're doing 3 rounds of that, but there's a 4th round. Okay, and in the 4th round, stay with me here, we're going to take the reps that we completed on round 1, and we're going to do that for time. Those reps in round 1, we're going to do for time in round 4. Okay, so what's the point of that? The point is to make sure you guys are pacing. We don't want you to dog this and just do not a lot of reps in round 1, because realize that's a score. We want you to go fairly hard, but we want you to be able to do this in under the allotted round time. So your time cap is going to be 3 minutes. Yes, 3 minutes for round 4. Okay, and I realize that's over the 2-minute kind of time that you're taking, but it's the end of the workout. We are going to be fatigued a little bit, and it's expected that you're not going to get faster as you go through this one, but we want to see how close you can be to that round 1 time in round 4. Okay, so that's the point. Try to dial in the pacing and learn from it. All right, guys, so have a good workout.